You're rolling, yeah? How's my face? It's good? Okay. This is the second episode. This is the second episode of Serious Business. Today's topic is bouldering gyms. Myself, when I tell to my friends that I'm going to the bouldering gym, very often they don't know what it is. So maybe like in a few words for regular people what it is.
For me, it's doing the impossible with my own body. Of course, if you start at the bottom and you try to reach the top, that's bouldering. But it's much more than that. It's trying to figure out the moves, and sometimes you're strong, sometimes you're weak, sometimes you have to be smarter, sometimes you have to be more flexible. But if you don't make it, it's always up to yourself. So you can't blame a teammate.
And I guess the difference between climbing is the height, right?
Climbing with a rope and bouldering, the main difference is the height. The movement-wise, it's sort of similar, but bouldering is much more playful. It's much more fun. It's much more, you try something and within 10 seconds you're either at the top or again at the bottom. Why did I start? Because there was a climbing gym in Enschede and I thought, well, I can do it better.
Okay.
And there wasn't enough room to make two climbing gyms, so I started the bouldering gym, the second in the Netherlands. So it was way back in 2011. So we started out with, I think, 10 walls, and now we have like 50 sectors. So we grew a lot. So it's a success. I was the second bouldering gym in the Netherlands, and now they're 20.
As Pablo Escobar once said, don't trust everything you see. Even salt looks like sugar. When you see white powder, what pops into your head? What's the first thing?
Cocaine and chalk. This is probably chalk, I would say, but if we talk about white powder, it's probably going to be cocaine. I don't know.
We did a proper extension in the end of 2012. And then we waited a couple of years, and then in 2017, in the summer, we added more walls, like this big wall that you're watching it now. And that's been since 2017, the walls, and in 2018, the canteen, the cafeteria, the bar.
When you see white powder, what do you think about straight away? What's in
Climbing.
Climbing?
Yeah.
Okay, because you saw it, right?
No, I see you. I think you're a climber.
How hard was it to start back then?
Well, not so hard. I just had to work hard. Just do everything by myself, and no money to pay employees or whatever. Just be here every day by myself. Luckily, I'd saved a bit, and I had a good job before that, so I get some money back from the taxes. So the first version was half of it was paid by the taxes. Actually, I paid them the years before, so I could even it out. But that was good, and then we grew, little by little, and now we have this, and all with the first investment that I did back then, and everything's paid with my own money, so I didn't take any risks. Except losing my own money, but that made it easier for me, of course, because if you have to pay off interest or debt, then the stress would have been higher.
When you see like white powder, what pops into your head?
I don't know the English word.
You can put it close.
Oh, sorry. I don't know the English word. What you're baking with? So.
So baking soda, you mean?
Yeah.
A lot has changed in the years. In 2011, we built the wall ourselves with a lot of volunteers and people who were friendly to me, and I was here from 8 in the morning till 12 in the evening and working hard. And then we added a little bit of holds and a little bit more and then a little bit more. But unfortunately, the holds themselves have been becoming much more expensive. I think they used to be half of what they are now. So because I did a pretty big order now, and it's coming for my big event, the Ice Cubes, in June. And I had to think about it twice before making that order because it's become more expensive because there are more gyms and not so many people making good holds, so they can ask more, and that's what they do.
Okay.
So the one question is like, when you see white powder, what pops into your head?
Cocaine.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want some?
Yeah.
But it's getting more popular, I think, and but it is something that you do for yourself. You know, it's you don't measure yourself with others or something else. You're here and you're having you're trying to have fun climbing, but the fun is as much important as the climbing. And you can do that with others, and you chat a little bit, and then you try some more. And there's only a very few people who actually train to get better. There are a lot of people who just come in here and they want to have a good time. And then if they get better, hey, that's nice. And they really try hard, but they don't really train. So I think that's a big difference between maybe this is more recreation in that way, that not people really try to get better, not training schedules and stuff like that. They just have fun. And I think that's the difference with, for example, if you're athletics or running, and then even people at a low level, they really have training schedules and they do different kind of things. And I think you could compare it with people who are running. They would just run for fun, and that's the same with bouldering. You just come here and you boulder and you have fun, and then after a half year, if you do that a lot, you're better, but you're not following any training schedule. So in that sense, I'm selling recreation, fun, instead of a sport. Yes, that's true.
Have you ever climbed the sugar walls?
Yes.
I've been lucky that over the last 6 years I've been growing more or less 30% every year with the number of climbers here in the gym. So I can't complain. I was hoping when I did the extension, I was like, okay, let this continue a little bit more. Then I'm in a safe zone and not worried for cash or money and stuff like that. So, but I can't complain. It's been expanding, so that allowed me to do a little step back and not working behind the bar 7 days a week. At some point, I deserve my rest for all the years I've been working up to this. So, but then again, now I have a big company with 20 people working for me, and now I have other responsibilities. So the work is still there. It's just other work.
So you mean 20 people here?
Yeah, in total, trainers, people cleaning the holes, cleaning the mats, working behind the bar. It's 20 people, yeah.
Okay. When you see white powder, what associations do you have?
I think it's coke.
Yeah. I'm not the most organized person myself. So sometimes I have to tell myself, "Oh, you have to do this," and then. But then again, if you gather the right people around you, then they can do it. So I don't have to do it myself. But we really had an experience with the landlord, and we wanted to stay here for a long time. And they promised to do stuff in the building, and well, they didn't work out. And they said to me, "Okay, you signed a paper here for 10 years." And I'm like, I'm only going to sign for 10 years if you promise to do this. Yeah, we'll promise. Okay, put it in writing. No, we don't want to put it in writing. Then I won't sign. So actually that has been so the extension in 2017 had been on hold for like 1.5 years because of that. And then now 2 years later, they still haven't done everything they promised to be ready in July 2017. So that's been a lot of headaches. No, I don't want to expand, and no, I don't want another location, because this is my gym, you know. This is my life. This is what I love, and I'm proud if I do vacuum here and so people can have a good time. I'm proud if I set a new boulder here. I'm proud if I let my colleagues behind the bar work better and providing a good work environment for them. And if I would have 2 gyms or a franchise or something else, then it wouldn't be my gym and I wouldn't be proud of it. And it wouldn't be the thing I do all day, every day. Then I would just have a franchise and somebody here running the place, and yeah, it would be different. Then it wouldn't be my gym, and it would be another experience. I'm not good at marketing. I don't care about marketing. I don't do marketing. I just want people to have a good time here, and if they come here and they have a good time, they'll come back and they'll bring their friend.
So it basically grew naturally.
It grew
one by one.
naturally. I never spent a dime on marketing, on an advertisement somewhere. You know, I printed a poster and some stickers that people could spread around or something, but just creating the name and the vibe. It would be. It's so hard telling people what bouldering is, even if you show a picture, even if you show a film of somebody climbing. That's not the essence. The essence is that you can have friends, you can have fun with your friends, and be a little bit competitive at sometimes, and sometimes cheer each other on, and have fun with your body. And that's so hard to explain, and so easy to experience, that it's almost impossible to advertise that. I lived in Enschede when I was opening the gym. And basically there was only going to be ever be one place where I had a gym, which was Enschede. That being said, that I think Enschede meets the criteria. I think there are a little bit less people living here than I would like. But a big community with students, and that's one of the target groups for a sport like this, of course. So that's good. The bad thing is that a lot of students that come here, they go back to the West after they finish studying here. So that's a big drawback. So there's a lot of relation in that segment. And if you look at other bouldering gyms, they tend to hold on to the people that stay there. And I do it too, but a lot of the customers, they leave after they're done studying. So that's a drawback. But hey, this is Enschede, and I couldn't imagine. Well, in the beginning, it was impossible to open the bouldering gym somewhere else. You know, I was working here 12 hours a day, and if I had to drive 1 hour to the gym and 1 hour back, I would be dead. I tried to study here in Enschede physics. And then the climbing gym opened, and that was much more interesting, climbing. So I spent 5 of my years climbing. I became 5th in the Dutch Championships climbing. I became 4th in the Dutch Championships bouldering. That was back in another life. And then I had a new girlfriend, and she said, "Okay, but you have to do something with your life." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I worked with a company and started as the first employee, and 10 years later I was the manager of one of the departments, sitting in the, how's it called, management committee or something like that. And I worked there for, I worked there for 9 years with very much fun, and was quite happy for 9 years. The only problem was that I worked there for 10.
What you mean? I lost the track. You mean you like the 9 years, but you work for 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I really had fun working there. For 9 years, I had a lot of fun, and the only problem was that I worked there for 10.
Okay.
So the last year was not fun, and I was trying to figure out what to do with my life. And now I was working in a big firm and was, trying to make myself look better or make my department look better, even for the benefit of my employees. But I didn't like that. I wanted to do something and make something, maybe a complicated product, maybe a complicated document, maybe a complicated structure within the business. I don't care, but I wasn't making anything. I was just fighting.
What do I think about it? Honestly, talcum powder.
What?
Talcum powder.
What is that? What do you use?
It's used for babies.
For babies. Okay.
When I started, the biggest challenge was just my time and setting boulders and being behind the bar and working hard. And now I don't have to work hard, but I have to work smart, because I have to let other people also work smart. So I have to work smart.
Actually, did you start it like completely on your own, or there was somebody else?
Oh, it's me. It's me. Yeah. Only me. Just like I said in the beginning, I was working here 6 days a week, and then on Monday we would set new problems, and then the next week would be the same. So I think it's I've been, like I said, 137 days or something.
Yeah.
Here from the 21st of November until somewhere in June.
When you see this white powder, what associations do you have?
Wheat, but then in the baking form.
Wheat in the baking form. Okay. Do you want some?
No, thank you.
Can I get a Porsche by doing this?
Yeah.
Yes, I can. And I should stop investing in the business now and taking all the money that customers bring in, take it out of the business, and then I would get a Porsche within like 4 or 5 years. But I probably won't do that because I like to make my customers even happier, so I'll probably invest it in the business instead of in my own bank account or a Porsche.
Yeah.